Hermes is the world's most powerful AI agent assistant, but if you combine it with Claude Code, you can create a powerful 24/7 AI employee. So
He was tired of switching between 5 AI tools every single day.
just so you understand how this fits inside the matrix. So what we're going to do is come down and grab this code here. It's also available on the Hermes website, of course. And you can even just say to Claude, hey, install this, please. So we're going to head over to anti-gravity. And if this sounds like I'm speaking Spanish, check out this masterclass on screen. I'll run through everything and I'll wait for you when you come back. Welcome back.
So he opened his terminal one night, pasted a single line of code, and watched something quietly come alive on his laptop. That was the moment everything changed.
So now we got the terminal. All we're going to do is come down here and paste in the code, which is fantastic. Of course, in anti-gravity or Claude or whatever, terminals at the top of the terminal, it's going through and testing everything, which is great. And then literally from this, we can just begin the full setup journey inside this terminal window. Okay, beautiful. So once we've entered in the code, we can pick everything we want to. I've chosen OpenAI Codex. If you don't have that, by the way, it will just open it up and run through.
But a brain stuck on a laptop isn't very useful. So next, he taught it how to follow him everywhere.
The app, get the bot father. I'm going to do / and we're going to bring him over here so you can have a good, beautiful look. I'm going to say new bot. Click on this guy over here. Great, one new bot. We're going to call it Hermes bot. Great, let's choose a username. So go ahead and pick a random name for that bot. So I could call it something like this. And you see, guys, you'll get a token. All you're going to do is come back over here and just enter in that token, hit and enter. And then it's going to ask you for something really crucial, which is allowed user IDs.
So he opened Telegram and met a little robot called Bot Father. A few taps later, his AI had a name, a token, a home in his messages. Now he could text his AI like a best friend.
What this effectively means is that only the IDs that you give it can message your Hermes bot, which is fantastic, which means unless they have your mobile phone, they're signed in, they can't message your Hermes bot. So to get that, come back over to Telegram and you're going to search for an account called user space info, drop it any message you want to or / start, and it will give you all the information and you're looking for your ID. And all you're going to do is literally copy that ID.
But one AI doing every job? That's about to change in the strangest way.
That we're going to come down here and install the Pantheon, which is very cool by clicking on this guy right here. And then it should pop up and we can begin it. So we've got Labyrinth. These are a couple ones that I thought were really cool just to get started. If you just want to get an idea of what it's like, or you do, let's say we've got the Philosopher here, which is fantastic. We've got a description for wrestling with ambiguous problems, pulls and threads, questions, premises, etc., etc. You are the philosopher. Treat every question as a starting point, not an instruction before answering surface and meta question.
So he built a Pantheon, a philosopher for big questions, a researcher for boring stuff, a worker for tiny tasks, each one with its own job, its own voice, its own purpose.
Behind the question. I think that's very, very freaking cool. We can add a persona here if we want to, of course. Say we like the, Orpheus or whatever. We can add various different things that we like. We're going to go ahead and cancel that. Now, what we want to do here as well is back up Hermes. So once we've built out all the different personas we want to, say maybe one for research, one for tool calling. So anything that's doing deep research, like.
But a team with no memory forgets everything by morning. So he gave them a place to remember.
Obsidian system, right? Now, if you have Obsidian installed, it looks a little bit something like this. You can see I've got my memory core here and it shows me everything I've got, my desktop Obsidian. Really freaking cool. I just get to visualize all my data, which is fantastic. Now, what we can do first of all is come into Hermes. And you can see these are the memories that it's starting to gain for me. I wanted to install this fresh for you on a desktop so you could see.
So he opened a quiet little app called Obsidian. He pointed Hermes toward it. Suddenly his AI remembered his notes, his ideas, his story. It finally knew him.
User has Hermes Pantheon. As you can see, this is the agent memory. This is the user profile. And then over here is the soul, which we can build out shortly. Now, what we want to do is just clarify that you have a vault. So come down here and click, I've got a vault. Then what you're going to do is literally come down here and you're going to copy this code right here. And if you don't know the exact destination of your vault, you can just ask Claude Code by copying this and throwing it into Claude Code.
But knowing him wasn't enough. It still couldn't see what he did on his laptop, and that was about to change.
It says, it's Claude OS Bridge. So this lets Hermes read the dashboard on request and ask, what did my dream say? Or what's inside my Claude operating system? It basically helps it understand, because when you use Claude Code and different models, it actually saves your chat logs. So what this lets it do is query that and think about that and dream and think about, well.
Then he flipped a switch called the bridge. Suddenly his phone AI could read his laptop AI. They started dreaming together, thinking together, working together while he slept.
actually, Jack's been talking to Claude Code a lot about these kinds of topics. Maybe I should bring this in, or there's a really key piece of context over there that it never mentioned to me. So we effectively connect the intelligence together, which is awesome. We've got a full prompt. Basically, tell you can kind of explain it like what you're trying to do if you want to, or copy a prompt completely your call. It just makes it a lot easier to do. Then effectively come over to the chat. I'm going to drop this bad boy in right.
But now that they were one mind, it was time to give them real-world powers.
Is going to be a lead scraper, and we're going to go ahead and use Apollo. Apollo is pretty much the gold standard when it comes to actually finding people. So one of the best ways to grow your business is to find people that can help you.
Quick pause here. If what I'm sharing is making sense and you're thinking, okay, but how does this actually work in a real system? I've put together a free training that walks through the exact structure and process we use. It's not theory, it's a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how the system is set up, how the pieces fit together, and how most of the heavy lifting is already handled, so you're not starting from zero. If you want to see how it's structured and decide for yourself if it's a good fit, the link is in the description. All right, let's jump back in.
This has got a gargantillion features that we could just go and use. But what I'm most interested in here is actually the API, because sometimes we just have ideas of, you'll find it yourself when you're having coffee, or I want to target that person, but maybe it's not convenient to.
He plugged in Apollo to hunt leads, Gmail to draft cold emails, calendar to book meetings. Suddenly, his AI was running a tiny business while he sat at his 9 to 5.
Have your desktop out and start building campaigns. Maybe we just want to check to Hermes and say, dude, go and find these email addresses, find out who they are, and create a campaign for me and get this and this. And we can now do that. That's one of the coolest features, because the delta between idea and outreach should be small. And when you know how to connect things like Apollo, you can connect anything. So to grab this, we're going to grab your API key from Apollo.
And that's when he realized this whole system could replace his day job entirely. If you like this video, gently hit the like button. If you dislike this video, then share with your friends and family. Because whether you liked it or not, it could be helpful to your friends and family and your social media contact. And if you think we are doing our best to try and explain to you how you can change your life, and you want to watch the next video, then make sure you subscribe to our channel and switch on the notification bell button. And make sure you ask your friends and family and social media contacts to subscribe to our channel, switch on the notification bell button as well. This way, you will help us get 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. To learn more money techniques, watch these videos, and we will see you on the next one.